Hello everyone, it's Cliff here at Leavens Volkswagen again, here to talk to you today about the 2012 Golf TDI. So for me, the Golf is where it's at. As a longtime hatchback driver, owner of 3 Golfs, including my current one, the hatchback presents a nice mixture of versatility, sportiness, and fun. You've got lots of room for stuff, for a camping trip or a golf trip, whatever the case may be. But you also have the ease of parking without having to worry about your trunk, and the nice sportiness that you get in a hatchback, like the GTI. But of course, with the TDI, you do get the much better fuel economy and of course the longevity of the diesel engine. So one of the bonuses of a hatchback, the Golf especially, is the fact that good things come in small packages. So we do seem to have a small car, but that opens up into a whole world of versatility. We've got the 60/40 rear fold seats. They drop very easily. And then we can actually collapse our cup holder armrest up into a pass-through. So we can have 4 passengers as well as a longer item pass-through, be it skis, hockey stick, fishing pole, that sort of thing. And then we do also have the advantage of the 60% folding seat over here. Opens us up into a very wide, long cargo area as well. So another advantage of a hatchback is that although it looks small, you can actually open it up and get a lot more room. And the nice thing is that because you've got this taller opening to the back, you can actually put in more awkward fitting items. Now one of the nice touches with the Golf is that you do have the removable privacy screen. So by the time we take that out, we actually get a very large opening. So if you're anything like me, you have to worry about not just stuff, but people as well. I personally have had 4 people and 4 people's gear in my car for a camping trip in Killarney. 7-hour drive. No complaints about legroom, and to demonstrate that, I've got 4 of my friends with me. So obviously one of the big advantages of the Golf TDI is the diesel engine and the amazing fuel economy we can get. Right now I'm in the city. I'm actually getting just under 5 liters per 100 kilometer, which is better than the car is rated for. And whether you get that or not, the diesel will never let you down as far as fuel economy goes. Now this particular car is a 6-speed manual, and my personal mantra is to shift early and shift often, and that certainly helps in the diesel. We do want to stay at a low RPM, get the best fuel economy possible, and we do want to shift early. We don't want to be riding the engine to 3,000 or 4,000 RPM every time and burning fuel unnecessarily. So if I actually put it in 5th gear and lock in my cruise control at 59 kilometers an hour, I'm now using 3.5 liters per 100 kilometer, which is just phenomenal. Now the Golf is Volkswagen's premium compact. So with this car, you actually get a lot of nice little bonuses that make the car a little more luxurious than some people might think when they think about a small hatchback. One of the things that pops to mind for me is the laminated windshield, which is designed to help reduce road noise. That, in combination with a lot of nice little fit and finish touches like the felt line door pockets and things like that, the velvet line glove box and armrest console, they all combine to make a much more quiet vehicle than usual. Believe it or not, I've actually got the sunroof vented at the back right now. Sunroof being another bonus of the Highline trim level. And what we get is a nice, quiet, smooth ride. And the nice thing about the Highline is you actually get the sport suspension, very similar to what you get in a GTI. And even with that, and a combination of the 17-inch wheels, we get a very smooth ride. The sport suspension theoretically detracts from the smooth ride because the springs are that much stiffer. But we do get an increase in handling performance, which for most people is a bonus. It's going to mean a nice, safe vehicle and a fun vehicle as well. And when we talk about the Golf being a fun vehicle, the diesel is actually a nice little secret surprise. The 2-liter TDI is Volkswagen's 3rd most torque-producing engine available in Canada, behind only the 3-liter TDI that's available in the Touareg and the 3.6-liter V6 that's available in Touareg and Passat. So what that means for the average person is that obviously we're not going to be doing full-out runs in the diesel, but we do get a lot of torque, which is going to give us nice acceleration, great for getting on and off the highway, and for most diesel drivers, the highway plays an important part of their day-to-day driving. Now the torque also lends itself to the good fuel economy. One of the bonuses of Volkswagen's torque is that it comes in so early, we are able to keep the car at a low RPM for most of the time. And in doing so, we can reduce our fuel consumption even more. For those of you familiar with southwestern Ontario, I'm now going to get on the 401 just to show how quietly this car operates at high operating speed. So I'm approaching the on-ramp here. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to hit 3rd. I'm going to get a little spirited for this one. we get this nice peak torque that starts around 1700 RPM, and it gives us that nice extra kick in the pants to get up to speed for highway driving. And then we put it back into 6th gear and we're nice smooth sailing, very quiet again. And even at 4200 RPM, the car wasn't very loud, was it? The longest drive I've done in a Golf is definitely from London to Killarney, which was about a 1300 kilometer round trip. And it wasn't bad. Of course, Volkswagen is the driver's car. That's why we've got the diesel engine, and because of that, we need to have seats that are comfortable that you can sit in a long time. Because of course, with the diesel, you're not going to need fuel except every 1,000 kilometers or so on the highway. That's a lot of driving. So we do have to have a seat that's comfortable for people to sit in for a long time. It's like sitting on your couch for a couple hours. You get out, you don't feel as though you've been in a car that you're on a long trip. So I keep mentioning the 2-liter TDI. Now let's take a look at it and see exactly what we've got going on under here. So this is your 2-liter TDI diesel engine, clean diesel as I said. And obviously, even with the hood open, it is much quieter than what a lot of people might think. Quieter than the old 1.9 liter that Volkswagen used up until 2006. And the engine's actually very well laid out. Of course, all your daily operating items are right around the outside edge, and you do have the gas shock on the hood. Again, the premium compact gets slightly nicer things like this. And so on a cold day, we can actually just stick our fingers under the hood, lift, and the hood will do its own work after that. So that was the 2012 Golf TDI. I want to thank you again and encourage you to come on down to Leavens Volkswagen and try one yourself.